So this is a pre-tension loading to the inner part of your thigh. Now there's different variations that you can try with this. So I'm going to first show you the different setups. The legs are going to be slightly spread apart. They can be in line with each other. The one that you want to work on can be slightly in front of the opposite one or slightly behind of the other one. So I'm actually going to keep them in line and start off and demonstrate in this position. First thing you want to do is you want to do an anterior pelvic tilt. So pretend that your pelvis right in through this area is a pitcher full of water and you're trying to dump the water out. So when you try to dump that water out, your back is going to slightly arch backwards. Get into that anterior pelvic tilt, hold that position, then you're going to side bend or lunge towards the opposite side. So you're going to hold that position. So now both my feet are pointing straight ahead, my knees are pointing straight ahead, and then I'm having that anterior pelvic tilt. From there, with the leg that I'm working on, I'm going to turn the foot outward or turn the foot inward and trying to see where I'm generating more tension. I feel more tension when I turn my foot inward, so I'm going to hold that position. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shift my pelvis forward or shift it backwards. It's a small little swing back and forth, trying to really feel deep in this stuff right in through here. And I'm feeling it more when I thrust slightly forward, so I'm going to hold that position. Now I'm going to move my trunk. First I'm going to rotate away, and then I'm going to rotate forward and trying to see where I feel more tension being generated. And I feel more when I'm turning this direction, so I'm going to hold that position. From there I can side bend away, so lowering my shoulder down towards the same side hip, or lowering the opposite shoulder down towards the same side hip. I feel more in this direction, so I'm going to hold this. And then from there, since this is the last motion, I'm going to slightly get out of it and try to go a little bit further than I did the previous attempt. Come out of it and then go down a little bit further. So now there is a variation to this. As you started rotating the trunk, notice that my hands were close together. I can actually flare my elbows out. That'll be a slightly longer lever and do the rotation. That can generate a little bit more tension in through this tissue. So you can hold that there and still do the side bend from there. If you want even a longer lever, then bring the arms out and then do the twist. That's the longest lever, getting as much tissue recruiting to help get that tension going. So I'm going to rotate this direction, which I feel more of, and then from there I'm going to side bend. And again, I feel it more this direction, so I'm going to hold that position, slightly get out of it, and then go back into it a little bit more.